Good day everyone. My name is Aimina Barosa and this time I will going to report about the virtual machines. So what is virtual machines? A virtual machines, commonly shortened to just VM, is no different than any other physical computer like a laptop, smartphone, or server. It has a CPU, memory, disk to store your files, and can connect to the internet if needed. While the parts that make up your computer, called hardware, are physical and tangible, VMs are often thought of as virtual computers or software-defined computers within physical servers existing only as code. So this is a model of the VMs or the virtual machines. So how does a virtual machine works? Virtualization is the process of creating a software-based or virtual versions of a computer with dedicated amounts of CPU, memory, and storage that are borrowed from physical host computers such as your personal computer and or a remote server such as a server in a cloud provider's data center. A virtual machine is a computer file, typically called an image, that behaves like an actual computer. It can run in a window as a separate computing environment, often to run a different operating system or even to function as the user's intercomputer experience as in a common on many people's work computers. The virtual machine is partitioned from the rest of the system, meaning that the software inside a VM can interfere with the host computer's primary operating system. So now, let's see what is virtual machine. So imagine you have a Windows computer, and as we learned, a computer has a hardware like CPU, RAM, and storage. So we would have Windows operating on the top of that, controls how application use these hardware resources on the Windows operating system. You would have application that talk to Windows, so everything's called here. Now what if you wanted to use Linux instead, maybe for your work, or maybe you just want to learn a new operating system for that? You will need a machine with hardware resources and Linux operating system on the top of that, and then you could run application on that Linux operating system. Basically, you would need another computer, another laptop, where you would install the Linux operating system. There is an example of a process VM or the virtual machine is the Java virtual machine. So, which enables any operating system to run Java applications as if they were native to the system. A system virtual machine is a fully virtualized to substitute for a physical machine. So we can see in the pictures, so that's the uh, uh, Java machine. So what are VMs used for? So here are a few ways virtual machines are used. So first, building and deploying apps to the cloud, trying out a new operating system or OS including beta releases. Next is spinning up a new environment to make it simpler and quicker for developers to run the test scenarios. Next, backing up your existing operating system, accessing various infected data, or running an old application by installing an older operating system. Running software or apps on operating system that they weren't originally intended for. What are the benefits of using VMs or the virtual machines? So while virtual machines run like individual computers with individual operating system and applications that they have the advantage of remaining completely independent of another and the physical host machine. A piece of a software called a hypervisor or virtual machine manager lets you run different operating system on different virtual machines at the same time. So what is hypervisor? So a hypervisor is a computer of software or hardware that enables you to host multiple virtual machines, just like the pictures shown. So there is two type of supervisor. So first is the type 1 supervisor, which is there is no host or operating system that is directly connected to the applications. So the first is hardware, then the next one is supervisor, and then the next is goes to the guest or the applications or the operating system. While the type 2 hypervisor, there is a host operating system which is not directly connected or connecting to the applications. It is goes in the process to go through to the applications. So the guest operating system.
Good day everyone, I'm Janami Padesha and tasked to report about what are the benefits of using VMS or virtual machine. So this makes it possible to run Linux VMS, for example, on a Windows OS, or to run an earlier version of Windows on more current Windows OS. And because VMs are independent of each other, they're also extremely portable. You can move a VM on a hypervisor to another hypervisor on a completely different machine almost instantaneously because of their flexibility and portability. Virtual machines provide many benefits such as cost savings, agility and speed, lower downtime, scalability, and last, security benefits. So, what is cost savings? Cost savings, running multiple virtual environments from one piece of infrastructures, means that you can drastically reduce your physical infrastructures footprint, boost your bottom line, decreasing the need to maintain nearly as many servers and saving on maintenance costs and electricity. Examples: hiring freelancers, conserving electricity, and reducing travel costs. These ideas maximize profits by reducing production costs and implementing a budget. Next is agility and speed. Spinning up a virtual machine is relatively easy and quick and is much simpler than provisioning an entire new environment. For your developers, virtualizations makes the process of running dev test scenarios a lot quicker. Next is lower downtime. VMS are so portable and easy to move from one hypervisor to another on a different machines. This means that they are great solutions for backup in the event that goes down unexpectedly. Examples: downtime has many causes including shutdowns for maintenance, human errors, software or hardware malfunctions, and environmental disasters such as power outages, fires, flooding, or major temperatures. Next is scalability. VMS allow you to more easily scale your apps by adding more physical or virtual servers to distribute the workload across multiple VMS. As a result, you can increase the availability and performance of your apps. Security benefits. Virtual machines run in multiple operating systems. Using a guest operating system on a VM allows you to run apps, questionable security, and protects your host operating systems. It is the ability to isolate applications from one another on the network. Keeping apps isolated can protect data from being shared across them or from malware viruses that may have infected other parts of the system. That's all. Thank you.